Yeah, he's a bit of a troll. He likes to just have fun. He told me before the game that I'm not like that. So I was like, I don't know if they caught me after I 1v3'd them, but I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I'm like that." And he looked me dead in my eyes and I was like, "Yep, you know I'm like that, bro."
Valyn, welcome on back, brother.
Thank
A easy day today. You know what? It wasn't, bro. If it felt like clocking into work and clocking out right away, bro. What's up, man?
you. Yeah, I didn't expect today to be so clean, but I think our week of practice was strong,
Mhm.
and we were getting tested a lot in practice with like losing scrims. Things were a bit difficult actually this week, and usually we don't get tested like that, which is a good thing. Like we got to learn this week, and that's why we were able to put in such a good game plan
Mhm.
and just dismantle them.
Okay, all right. So you see, you gotta learn this week. That's interesting because I don't. I'll be honest. I feel like after games like that, there's not a lot to take away besides, we kind of just diff them at certain points. Because to be
Uh,
fair, a lot of the rounds, Jaw did just win. Like that was that was what I saw, right?
Jawgemo is like when he's that focused, I feel it in the air. I'm like a dog almost where I can like sense him. And when I have that feeling that he's locked in like that,
Mhm,
which the last time I felt that was like a grand final in Bangkok,
mhm.
dude, he is an animal. And like, wow, it's just I have the pleasure to playing with this guy, man. It's insane.
That's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give one rough for dodging. Oh, that's it's really is just beautiful, like you're saying.
Mhm.
By the way, I did. In fact, based on that, I remember I was watching John QD stream, and he mentioned that they're winning rounds they're not supposed to because of Jaw. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same.
I mean, definitely last week when he was watching, I guess that was versus MIBR, like map 3,
Mhm.
yeah, we won an 8-4 attack ascent based off clutches. Like Jonah had an insane clutch, like flicking to lane, and then Alec Jawgemo had 2 big clutches as well. So and I was humble like we're humble enough to accept that, yeah, that game was scrappy as hell, and we won off clutches and like not the macro,
Mhm.
and that's okay. Like we can learn our macro mistakes. We'll take a dub and learn any day. And so you can't say the same about today. We 10-2'd on attack with I don't remember if there was any big clutches, but on attack, we were just dismantling
There
their
was
defense.
one big clutch from Jaw. I believe it was on A side on the post plant where he was looking for the defuse, right? And then I think it was he quick flipped someone up by ropes, right? Within a
Mm,
second and got a defuse, right? It was actually inhuman, man. We got that shit. So, like you're saying, like it's 1v3s. It's always a 1v3 that Josh somehow can't stop winning. So yeah, I don't disagree. There was a lot though. But going back a bit to what you were saying, right? Those learnings to take away from here. What were those today? Because I don't see them personally.
um, oh, sorry, I more so meant, like, throughout the week of practice, but even
Okay.
today, like, um, if you really just rewatch the VOD without an ego, you can see, like, the mistakes that are being made even in rounds 1. That's something that I kinda took from the MIBR week where, like, yeah, we won the series, we won the map, but how clean was our round? And so it's easy to, if you just watch it with your guard down a little bit, to just dissect it for what it is, and that's what we did. I'm sure I can do the same about this match, but I'm fresh off the dub, so I'm not really thinking about it right now.
And nor should you, bro. You can fucking go out, get to KBBQ and just fuck around, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever.
just enjoy the night.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all can go enjoy yourself. Leaf already talking shit. I don't know.
He loves that.
It was so funny. I don't know if you saw about it. Mata also tweeted something which I was crying at. Bro came in and said, "You saw that,
I
right?" Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, he's a bit of a troll. He likes to just have fun. He told me before the game that I'm not like that. So I was like, I don't know if they caught me after I 1v3'd them, but I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I'm like that." And he looked me dead in my eyes and I was like, "Yep, you know I'm like that, bro."
You were talking shit, bro. Honestly, playing in the closet is so funny because like you guys are like right there, bro. Like right in front.
Oh, God shit.
Bro, so if anybody talks shit, you can stand up and stare into their fucking soul. Like, yo, say some shit again, bro. Peep me again, bitch. What's up? Just it's high, man. Okay. Cause going back a bit of the game shit. Bro, how do you all make Waylay look good, bro? I swear, Waylay some ass, bro.
I mean, the way I see Waylay is like a jet replacement just because the dash is better and the fact that you can get out if you end up getting trapped or something seems really good in theory.
Mhm.
It's hard to play it in the right hands, but Alex when it was introduced, loved the agent and wanted some maps on it. So we were just we were just trialing it on some of the jet maps just to see how it feels.
Mhm.
And he was down, and we're like, all right, let's go. And he's just gaining more confident and more confidence every time he plays it. So I'm assuming he's only going to get better. This is just a treat to watch him play that agent so well.
It is indeed, man. But diving a bit more into you, Jake, because I was looking back a bit to some of your previous interviews, and one thing that kind of stuck out to me, right, was like you talk a lot about the importance of family and friends and shit, right? You are super close with your friends and family back home, right, back in the Bay and shit. So you go there a lot. What I was more curious about is, do you kind of look at their lives back home and kind of reflect on how different yours is too, like compared to them?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it hits more when I actually go visit.
Hmm.
Like, I went back to the Bay because my parents ended up moving out of the Bay to be closer to, like, immediate family.
Hmm.
So I haven't been in the Bay in multiple years, like 3 years, and I went back, last month just
Hmm.
to see my 2 close friends, and, just we keep in touch all the time, but damn, like, being back home, seeing, like, their day-to-day lives and what I'm doing, it's, like, kinda surreal. And it just makes me appreciate what I do so much. I don't really feel like I'm missing out on much. You know, I'm young and I got pro when I was 18, so I didn't go through like college fun and like all that stuff. But I don't regret that. Like I'm trying to make something right now, um, and I've always had this mindset of like I want to be great, I want to be successful, and almost having like fear of failure. Like that the thought of failing and just losing it all when you're already so far scares me, and I use that to my advantage to motivate me every day. So being back home kind of reminds me of like, dude, you really don't got nothing besides this right now. So lock in and keep going.
I mean, hey, I don't blame you, right? Where it's like it's just, and I find that's because we've talked a lot about that similar mentality that you've had, right? Where it's like to be better and strive for more every single day. If you're the same person you were yesterday or last week, you are fucked, bro. Like it's,
Uh-huh. Straight up.
I don't disagree with you. It's better every day. It's so I'm there with you. But on the same note, have they gotten to like see you compete a lot or to watch your games and shit, and like see you in person even too, or
Um,
no?
no, dude, my friend, like my close homeboy, he's in like pre med right now, so he's
Damn.
super locked in with school. He
Yeah.
can't really come out. But we've done like trips together. Like we went to Vegas together. We do the fun shit together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, focus on what I'm doing right now. He focused on him.
Mhm.
But when we got free time, which is rare, but sometimes it links up, we
Mhm.
go out and we try to enjoy
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
lives like we're in college together, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. How about
it's a
your
good
fam
balance.
though?
Yeah, my fam gets to they come out to some of my games. It's really rare. My parents have came to my mom comes to have sorry. They've came to 2 games
Mhm.
back at Riot Arena,
Mhm.
and luckily Toronto is pretty close, so they're trying to make a pop out there. Um the only kinda unfortunate thing is because it's an NA tournament, all the families kinda wanna come, and there's not that many tickets available for the team, so, like, it's hard, and they sold out online, so it's not like I can just purchase them myself for them. Um, so that's the only bad thing is, like, when you have limited amount of tickets for a team and all the families wanna come, it's like, "Dude, can we even make it work?" Which is so disappointing, but we'll see what happens.
Tell me about it, bro. Yeah, it's I've got friends of mine who I've been telling about Valorant and what I do for 5 years, and they're like, "Yo, there's some shit here that we can watch you work." Oh, yeah.
So
I
bad.
got you. I got you heavy, bro. It's it is tough, man. On another note, though, something I was curious about personally in terms of calling and such, right? It's because I remember Safe has talked about this a lot, where in terms of the freedom of independence of individual plays. Now, you already mentioned that you kind of take a lean back when it comes to if you're dead or something, or like like you know your teams are flowing, right? And I know you have a lot of trust in your teams, trust in your players to already do what they can. How much of that is you just like calling pre-round and then letting them kind of do as they wish, trusting them to make the right call?
Yeah, so I just outline the steps that I want in the round, and as long as the plays that they're making is, first of all, like, high percentage plays, like, are we doing things that is gonna get you the kill more often than not? I don't want brain dead peaks, right, to accomplish the goal. I want it with utility, I want it with good peaks, and when you combine that with such talented people,
Mm,
you get usually the first goal down. And from there, it's like I'll call the next step. All right, guys, I want to pivot into this. Can we leave this guy or can we whatever?
mm.
And when I call that second step, we're just so drilled that people know what that round already looks like before it's done. So I'm calling steps. I'm giving like small reads on how I want to play it.
Mhm.
The micro with how they accomplish that, I'm hands off. Unless I'm like max flow state, sometimes I'll actually micro everyone what to do because I just know exactly how it needs to play out. But sometimes it's not like that. And I trust them and they know how to make the right plays because we're so drilled in practice. So I think that's why I'm able to kind of focus sometimes on myself more is because my team is already handling, the filler details while I paint the picture in their head of how I want this to play out.
Mhm. Has there been around like that recently that you can maybe remember where where you've locked in and you're like, all right, bro, I need like you've microed or like wanted to micro those decisions or now?
Um, Yes, but I actually don't wanna say which round because it kinda goes into our,
Okay.
uh because I, like, fixed something really well, and I was kinda proud of it, like, we were setting up a retake, and I looked at the map and I saw 2 people out of position, and it was, like, an unconventional way to get back into position
Mm-hmm.
to run the retake. It was, like, weird pathing, and I was like, "Yo, Jonah, Trent, you guys go back around and flank through here, I'll pick this part up," and I was, like, moving the chess pieces around and filling in the gap that we left, uh,
Oh.
and that's, like, when I'm super locked in, like, I was proud that I was able to fix a mistake in our retake because
Mhm.
obviously it's going well. I don't need to micro it, but I saw a bit out of position stuff, and I kind of like reconstructed it to make it work again. It was on Pearl, I'll say that, but I
Okay.
can't give
All right.
exact.
You know what? That's okay.
I'll say that. I'll say that.
I wasn't even gonna ask further. I was like, I was gonna let
I
you do
figured
your
that
thing.
out. So
Cause
people,
like
if
I
they
was
want to go, they'll go through.
yeah, because I was trying to think, I was like, where could this be? I was trying to lock in on that. But finally, bro, what is it like after all these years to have people have your back, bro? Cause like people like yo, I'm seeing yo, people finally like, yo, let's fucking go G2. The G2 army's here. And I'm like, that's crazy. We're back.
Yeah, it is crazy. The last time I felt like this was definitely when we were coming up on the guard. I think we had a lot of hype at that time, a lot of people backing us because we were like the new kids on the block destroying everybody.
Mhm.
Um, and this community loves to follow the winners. And so when you're a
Mhm.
winner, they got your back and it does feel good. But at the same time, I try not to buy too into it because if you end up losing, they're gonna turn their back on you, bro. And like if you care too much about the praise, you're also gonna care too much about the negatives. Look at it both ways. Like,
Mhm.
if you are phone locked looking at all the praise, like, "Oh my god, this feels so good." Like, bro, you literally get dopamine, like, looking at
Mm.
people, like, glaze you, right? I try not to buy too into it because I don't want the opposite to affect me the same. But I will say, like, the support is so appreciated. My favorite is when I go to, like, an event and
Mhm.
people ask for, like, pictures, ask for autographs. It's like, that's what this is about to me. Like, I wanna meet people. I wanna be social in this aspect because growing up, I was watching, like, those CS tournaments, bro, like,
Mhm.
big tens of thousands of people cheering for G2 Kenny S going crazy, and I'm like, "Dude, I wanna be that one day." And, I'm still striving for it. Hopefully, I can end up lifting a trophy and having it feels like the whole world on your back.
Well, it may just happen, brother. Well, I know when I see you in Toronto, I'm gonna ask you to sign my fuck ass forehead, bro. Just big ass letter, VALYN.
Right. Little
Yeah.
feet right there.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be good, baby. But brother Jacob, always a pleasure, man. Love to see y'all doing well, bro. I'll catch you soon. All right, man. Yo, GG's, brother. Peace.
Take care.